Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome to part 13 of my Morathi campaign in total of Warhammer 2. Of course, every 13th episode it's unlucky for someone. It's unlucky for these guys today. That's going to leave a mark. So we're currently facing off against Tyrion once again. He proceeded to have a little rave outside Eagle Gate. We decided to put a stop to that. But he does have a fairly large force. It is mostly spearmen. He does have a lot of Valerian Reavers as well, and some archers, and Tyrion himself, who is no slouch. He is pretty dangerous in melee. Fortunately, Morathi has reinforcements. We've got some units of Cold One Knights. There they are. They look absolutely amazing. Look at these guys. Absolutely fantastic. We've also got a Cold One chariot. Now chariots, I very rarely have any luck with chariots. I'm going to give them a try, see what happens. That's pretty neat, isn't it? They've got just one wheel, like a Morris Minor, if the Morris Minor was pulled by two Velociraptors. So Morathi's been doing good work already. Already up to 105 kills. Yet Morathi is a very dangerous lord. She can do huge amounts of damage with that Pit of Shade spell. So the enemy is moving up. We are at a choke point map, but we've called their bluff and decided that we're not going to fight them at the choke point. We're going to pull them in. And Morathi dropping pits of shade all over the enemy army certainly has managed to do that. So our main line is over here. Of course, Sabioth is holding that as well. We've got our bolt throwers on the left flank, our Cold One Knights on the far left flank, because I can see a number of Valerian Reavers moving over here. I want to try and head those off if possible. We do have a unit of Valerian Reaver archers moving over here, but our crossbow bolts should be able to deal with that fairly easily. There's a nice big blob of enemy units coming here, coming through the gap here. And frankly, it would be remiss of me not to drop a nice big Pit of Shades on top of them. That's it. Group up. Get everyone getting close. There we go. Very nice. That's a unit of spearmen completely annihilated. Morathi up to 223 kills. Over here we can see Valerian Reavers moving into position. Our Cold One Knights are moving into intercept. And as you can see, we're going to do a fair... Yeah, look at that. Those Valerian Reavers are just getting absolutely torn to pieces. The High Elves have summoned in a Eagle. And Hydra is moving in to intercept the other unit of Valerian Reavers. Our bolt throwers are fairly safe now, and we can chase off these guys with our Cold One Knights fairly easily. In comes the Cold One chariot. It looks like the Valerian Reavers are charged into our main line, but done very little damage. Here comes Tyrion. Ooh, that's fine. Chariot's going to hit these unit of archers over here. Tyrion's going to charge straight into this unit of bleak swords and do a fairly large amount of damage. Our chariot's going to hit this unit of archers in the rear. There they go. There's that's, fair damage, and then they're going to pull through and go in for another charge. Cold One Knights are doing fantastic work hunting down the Valerian Reavers. They've basically eaten 4 units of the damn things with very little damage for themselves. The spearmen are now getting into the main line. And Morathi is dueling with an eagle and taking that eagle out. Boom, down he goes. So we've got a lot of spearmen have hit our lines. Fortunately, that means it gives it gives our Cold Ones enough time to finish off these archers and stuff. That's going to be fairly easy, and the Cold Ones are then going to be free to do some nice rear charges. Yeah, that's looking exciting. I know you're excited. I'm excited too. Looks like Tyrion is tearing up my infantry as is tradition. Sabioth is in there as well. Where is Sabioth? There he is. Sabioth, you're not... Oh my god, that was his sword, and it just melted that unit of Dread Spears. 102 kills. Oh, nasty. Where is Morathi? I think Morathi is engaged in combat. Yes, 248 kills on Morathi, and they have both engaged Tyrion to try and finish him off. Does have Assassin's Trophy on. Oh, in comes the Hydra as well, just to join in, and the Cold One Knights. Everyone's getting in on the action. Cold One Knights chasing down some fleeing archers over here, and the chariots actually did 55. I think they've got 55 kills, which is pretty good. They are a missile chariot as well, but yeah, I'm fairly impressed with that. Not too bad. Tyrion is heading off into the distance there. He's being chased down by Morathi, and Cold One Knights are just cleaning up some of the fleeing units. But I think those Cold Ones definitely the right decision to get them into Morathi's army. You know what? I think the Cold Ones acquitted themselves pretty well. The spearmen died as per usual, but that's okay. That's what they do. We've got a standard discipline as well. That's nice. Expect charge, depends, disciplined, leadership. Yes, that's fine. And let's get some more slaves. There we go. And it looks like Tyrion has fled through the gates, which means we won't be able to get to him. But that's fine. We can fall back. We've driven off. For the moment, Morathi has another skill point, which we're going to put in Knight Lord to buff up our Cold Ones' damage and defense. So now our Cold One Knights have 48 melee attack and 38 melee defense, along with 55 charge bonus and 70 weapon strength, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so we got Karen Carr under siege. Slaver's Point is currently... damn, they've got Den of Outlaws. They can get shades, but that's okay because we've got Cold One Dread Knights in that force and Harpies, so we should be able to cut down any shades that come our way. And the rest of the city is currently under siege, so they won't be able to recruit anything but shades for the moment. Still, I prefer if they couldn't recruit anything, but I can live with that. I can live with that so far. Right, Ice Rock Gorge. You know what? I'm not particularly worried by Ice Rock Gorge. It should be okay. So let's get a Black Road. Black Road there, and I'm fairly happy with that. Ah, yes, I wanted to move Kaelin. Can what do you mean no? No, don't refuse. Just come over here. It's fine. I just want you to spread corruption. Okay, we've got a fair amount of cash. Can we get another Death Hag? Ginash. Ginash. Yep, let's get Ginash. He's cruel, but that's a good thing for the Dark Elves. So they just they've got a Fortress of the Damned and the Palace of Princes, which is it's like literally right next to it's right next to Norsca. I really want to go and see what's happening in the old world. I really want to do that, but Ulthuan is in the way, which is annoying. But that's okay. We're beating back their forces, and we're also close to finishing off the Forgebound and securing our northern border. It's all good. This is going really well. I'm really pleased with how this is working so far. Damien?
I have no time, so make it quick.
Do you want a peace treaty? Do you? Yeah, you're not going to get one. You will not live to regret your rash decision. I'm not sure that you can really make those bold claims. Oh, you've assaulted you little... Right, well, Tressa is back and ready for duty. That's good. Mission failed. Yeah, well, an unhappy populace at Dark Light Tower. Never mind.
Ancient one.
Can you... You could attempt to wound. You do have a 22% chance of negatively... Yeah... What about this one? chance of success is too low. Well, let's give it a shot.
Their doom is foretold.
Okay, you failed, but that's okay.
Servant of Hecate.
And Tressa has a skill point, which we're going to put in steel technology, and I'm going to throw them at Eagle Gate.
Bring it down. Success.
Success indeed. Lovely stuff. And let's get
Hag of Cain.
Ginash.
Weigh anchor.
Can you assassinate this guy? No, too low. What about this one? No, still too low. That's okay, just come over and spread corruption. I think that's why they probably need to garrison this this city so often, because otherwise it will rebel. I suspect that's the case. Okay, let's head straight for Slaver's Point. If we can take yeah, that's...
Cruel and savage. Destruction
yeah, I'm going to have to wait
beyond.
for Azriek to reinforce us. Can you reach them next turn? You can reach them next turn. That'll be fine then. We can give you a turn. Looks like the Moonshard is experiencing some unsettled weather. Now, do I want a black dragon? Can I afford not to have a black dragon? That's the question. I don't think I can. Black dragon it is. What about the frogs? I say the frogs, more like the lizard men. -2 going to -10. Well, that's okay. I can live with that. Hero not moved. Kagharosh, yeah, well, that's fine. Tressa has a skill point. We can put that in Specialist. Maybe I want to with one of my other armies though. Mind you, with the agents you can usually give them all the abilities you want. Let's give them a cold one just a moment. Let's give them a cold one, yeah. Not generally a good idea to put your sorceress on a cold one.
You weak fool.
Get you to steel technology next turn, because if it goes out of control, your sorceress tends to be quite squishy, and so they tend to run off into the middle of the enemy and get killed. Ideally, you want them on a Pegasus so they can get away as quickly as possible. Wonder what Skaven factions are still. I mean, Lothran isn't actually that much stronger than us. I wonder if we could get a peace treaty with Lothran. I mean, that would allow us to... What would that allow us to do? Do I want a peace treaty? It's not like I'm in any real... Ginash has been assassinated. Rubbish. It's not like I'm in any real trouble. I mean, the High Elves are throwing forces at me, but I'm defeating them.
Do not presume my patience.
Ah, Skrulk.
But speak.
You want a trade agreement. You know what? I don't want to annoy the frogs any more than they already are annoyed. I say frogs, I mean Mazdamundi. Okay, so it looks like Clan Skyrie and Mulder are still around. Did those orcs just lose against the garrison? Really? Oh, the Hermit, Azriek, a powerful sorceress who lives as a hermit in the Black Forest, sister of one of your lords. She has been accused of sheltering traitors, and your minion pleads for her life. This reeks of concern, which makes your lord weak and fallible, yet makes him ripe for manipulation at a later time. So we can slay her. That will reduce his loyalty by 6. But we will get a Rod Faux Briars. So what does that do? That crafted. What does that mean? Which is a casual flick of the wrist, spiteful vines spring up and lash out at the foe. Temptation of despair. Is that like Durthu's ability? Weak versus single strikes any combatant in path. I mean, that would be pretty good. What is what's Azriek's loyalty? I kind of want it. There is no mitigating circumstances for treason. There will be no mercy. Execute the sorceress and confiscate all of her belongings. I kind of want to do that. Spare her, slay another. I mean, what would be the most dark elf thing? I mean, I do like the rod faux briars. I think should that be the rod of briars, and they've got the F and the O the wrong way around. But it's quite dark elf to be like, of course I'm concerned about your sister. Don't worry, we'll kill someone else. But just remember who spared her. That's pretty dark elf. But oh, this is really difficult. I kind of want the rod. I'm going to slay her. It's done. What's his loyalty? 3. Oh, that's fine. Rod of Briars. Okay, so can we give that? Yeah, so we could get. We could give it to Selveth rather than the potion of strength. We could. I mean, what does Morathi have? Because Morathi is a bit useless if she doesn't have any mana or winds of magic. So if we can give her,
I am Morathi.
she's got the guiding eye, which is quite nice. But I'm going to give her the rat. And I'm also going to put in a bug report that I think they spelled it wrong. Right. So sorry about that, Azriek, but you know, sometimes you just can't. You just can't let treason. People get away with treason. Okay, so I think we should be okay here. They do have some missile units, but so do yeah. But we are going to have to fight it. Plus, they've got a.
Draw your blades, we fight.
They've got a black arc, which means they can bombard us. Let's fight it. Do you think Azriek is still upset about his sister? He really shouldn't be. I mean, compassion from a dark elf? It's a bit rubbish, isn't it? No, you don't want compassion from a dark elf. And plus, I mean, your sister obviously couldn't spell because she misspelt her staffy thing. I mean, she probably need to be killed anyway. I'm not advocating killing people that can't spell. People who don't use grammar correctly, yes, but spelling, that's okay. Okay, so they do have a black arc in range, which means they're going to try and bombard us. And oh, yeah, but fortunately they miss, so that's a good start. I've also got the good old spaghetti lines. We spread out our army as much as possible, so the bombardment can't do as much damage. They do have a Reaper Bolt Thrower, so we need to try and get in as quickly as possible. We've got our Cold One Dread Knights over on the right flank here, some Witch Elves over there, and a Harpies behind. There's a Viliosh, whatever her name is, her. We're going to pin her down with our Harpies, because who cares about Harpies? Don't need Harpies. Their Harpies have charged directly into Azriek himself. While he mopes about his sister, he can kill those Harpies, so that's fine. And we're just going to charge in now and pin down as many of these units as possible, so that our Cold One Dread Knights can hunt down their Dark Shards. So we come. Dread Knights coming straight into the Bolt Thrower, sending the Bolt Thrower crew flying. My goodness, and these ones chasing down these Dark Shards over here. Viliosh is currently engaged with a huge mob of Harpies, so she's not going to be doing anything there. Our Witch Elves are, as typical of the lovely ladies, covering themselves in blood. Apart from that one who has lost her head. In fact, there's quite a few dead Witch Elves there, but that's what you get when you don't wear any clothes. In fact, they're getting cut down pretty quickly. Unit losing. Well, they're going to get assistance from these dread spears. No, big swords. Going to hit those guys. And those Witch Elves getting hacked to pieces. Jeez, that's not great, is it? These ones on the other flank, having slightly more luck, have finished off the unit of, I think that was Corsairs, and managed to dodge a Black Arc bombardment. Our Cold One Dread Knights continuing to hack their way through the enemy missile units. Gotta love these guys. Look how cool these guys are. Look amazing. Great stuff. Victories in our class, and Viliosh is currently hacking down a whole bunch of harpies, but she has been kept busy and she's lost about half her health doing it. Our missile units are just, you know, taking out any of their fleeing units that we can. The melee has devolved into a mob. It's just a blob of hacking and slashing. Azriek is being a bit emo, standing off to one side and just loosing off a crossbow bolt every so often. Aren't you Azriek? Yeah? That's it. No? Yeah? I'm still a bit sad. There you go. Yeah. That makes you feel a bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. 5 kills. I mean, it's not great. The harpies have run away, and Viliosh is looking for revenge for her army. Azriek is not looking. Yep. Bye, Azriek. That'll give you something to whine about, won't it? So Viliosh is charging towards Azriek, but you know, I don't think. I mean, she's down to half health and she's being pelted with crossbows. I'll pick yourself up, Azriek. You'll be fine. There she goes. She's running away. You going to fire at her? No, you're just going to walk off. Yeah, well, that's fine. There we go. You finish her off later. Yeah, that's a spirit. Okay, so that's a Viliel? Yeah, that's that one dead again. I can't remember how many times I've actually killed her. And has that cheered Azriek up? Maybe. Let's let him loot and occupy the city, because that'll cheer him up. Maybe. No, he's sadder than before, I think. Never mind. That's okay. Let's make him sadistic. You might get over the whole sister thing. Potentially. Worst case, let's where is... There you are. Kagharosh. Why didn't you come and just keep an eye on him for me? Because apparently I've made him sad. Honestly. Let's... oh, did we get that tech? Did we get... What tech were we after? Yes, daylight denied. So income from slaves, income from iron mines, gold mines and stone quarries. Very nice. That's going to help a lot. And now, I mean, we could get shades. Don't really have shades. Don't really use them. Ascension through the ranks, marching to war. Speed might be quite nice. Bloodthirsty companions, harpies. I think I'm just going to go for upgrade 2 and head into the next rank of tech, because we could get consumed by rivalry from more public order. That would be quite nice. Plus 5 melee attack for lords embedded. That'd be quite good. And defense, reduction in upkeep for harpies, war hydra and black dragons. Upkeep reduction. Yeah, so a lot of this is upkeep reduction here. We've got armor up here as well. Campaign movement speed plus 10. That would be quite nice. Yeah, and then we can head on to the final rank. So does that mean how much money are we getting for slaves then? 2,305. I kind of want to stop slaves going into the Broken Lands just for the moment. Yeah, I really need to get like a slaver raiding part. Maybe that's what... Alright, Selveth, Jesus Christ. Maybe that's what we can get Maybe she can go over and start like sacking some of these cities, getting us some slaves. Just sailing on the coast of Nausicaa and just raid. Oh yeah, maybe that's what she can do. Maybe we can send Azriek, assuming he cheers up. I'm watching you, Azriek. If you continue to sulk, I will not be best pleased. Oh, we got another port there. That's good. Let's repair that as well. So yeah, we'll have some cash coming in there, and Charon Car will fall reasonably soon, and we just need to wait for the replenishment of these units here, and then we can take Charon Car. That shouldn't be too difficult. And yes, I did want to get the... Where are we? Yes, the Cultist Gathering. We'll get that. So upgrade, so to patch up the public order a little bit. Public order here is pretty good. Public order here is also fairly good, thanks to the Dreadmance. That's always useful. We could get another... What about the... I just don't want Hexotl Salt. Yeah, okay, let's give them some more money. Only one treaty is possible. How about some cash? We accept this tribute. Good. Good, that's going to at least keep it from dropping any further. Actually, what don't you like about me? You don't like my treaties with Clan Pestilence, you don't like my great power, you don't like my military actions against Lothran, or my past treaties with the Blue Vipers. I mean, we could drop. Do I have
Nasty cunning, like a droopy thing's
I could break my non-aggression. Oh no, that's with. Okay, so I can cancel my non-aggression pact. Right, I've ended my treaty, so that should mean Hexotl. Right, so now it's going up to 31. Perfect, ideal. There we go. I mean, you know, being friends with the Skaven is all very well and good, but the Lizardmen are right next door, so I don't particularly want that. Okay, so that's all good there. Balls and anvils, all fine. What about over here? Public order is continuing to drop. Yeah. Just need to wait for the replenishment there, and then we can go after Carond Car. Tressa, you haven't moved. Steel technology. Failure? Rubbish. But we're in. Yeah, it's. You know, do I want a black arc? I kind of do want a black arc. I think I want a black arc. Let's get a black arc. It's going to cost 500 slaves, but yeah. Where's my black arc? Do I get it now? Or do I get it after? Maybe I get it at the start of next turn? Maybe. But I want to get Morathi over to complete her quest. I need to do that. That's kind of the next thing I want to do after I finish the Forgebound off. I might need to. Once I finish the Forgebound off, I'll get Azriek, assuming he's not sulking still, to come and relieve Morathi just for a little while. We'll swap places and Morathi can go and do the quest, and Azriek can protect Toran Rock. Hero not moved. Kaelin. Well, yeah, no, she's not kind of. She's just going to kind of sit there. We can't wound him. He's too hard. Can we? Can we try wounding him? Let's try wound Valen. Success. Good job. Let's spread more corruption. There we go. So it's currently going up to 62.5. So it looks like most of the Empire factions have either been killed. Oh no, because it goes. All the main factions go first, don't they? That's all the Empire and the Dwarves, but then I think that's just the order they go in. Shuffling around troops again. Okay, so yeah, so there's still some Empire factions left. Some Dwarf factions still left. I have got a mod that reduces the ability of the AI Dwarf faction to confederate, because otherwise they become incredibly powerful incredibly quickly. Okay. That's a little troubling, but we should be fine. They don't have any flying units, so give it to Elamaya. Okay, it's not great, but it shouldn't be too bad. If we can just focus fire down the blackguard, we should be fine. So here comes the garrison forces, just over this hill over here. I can't actually see where they are at the moment. And there is Selveth over there. She's ready to get into action. I do have some units of witch elves led by Fetcher in the forest here. My thinking is, if the main force engages here, I can swing around behind them and engage their missile units. I mean, that is a brilliant plan, right up until my witch elves find them actually facing off against the main force, because the main force is actually coming around this hill here. So that's an ideal. I think it's around here that we spot the enemy units. Yep, there we go. So we spot the shades. So that's not a fight we particularly want. We're going to pull our witch elves back. I do for a minute go, whatever, we'll just throw them in, and I think, well, maybe that's not such a good idea. Yeah, so we're going to run away. That's probably for the best. Selveth is doing some scouting because she's our only cavalry unit. But of course she is the Blood Scourge, so she has the hunger, she's got frenzy, she's got a lot of weapon damage as well. However, the main force is now moving in against our force over here, and that's exactly what I want. I want them to focus on me over here. However, a couple of units have broken off and are currently moving through the forest, so we do actually have a unit of is those Black Ark Corsairs? Yes, Black Ark Corsairs coming through the forest. But that's okay, they're alone, so we can actually... We're going to hit them. And cut them to pieces with our witch elves. Yeah, they won't be coming out of the forest. However, there is a unit of Blackguard of Nagarond also moving up. Their main force over here is heading straight towards our main force, and that's perfect. There's the other unit of Blackguard. We need to take them out with our missile units, if at all possible. Our crossbows opening fire. And we've managed to deal with the units of Black Ark Corsairs, and Fetcher has charged directly into the Blackguard. We've got some units coming in from behind. Fetcher's used her Witch's Brew, so she's completely off her tits at the moment. So much, in fact, that she's attacking a tree. Yep, that's fine. No, she's changed her mind. She's heading after the Blackguards. There we go. The Witch Elves have now got the unit of Blackguards surrounded and are quickly hacking their way through it. There's a penultimate pendulum attack going off there. That's Elamaya. Selveth has charged directly into the Death Hag and is wrecking her face. I mean, there's some Black Ark Corsairs, and she's just annihilating them. Using a tail whip, it is super effective. We do have some shades over to our flank over here. They're doing a lot of missile damage, but we should be okay. The Blackguard and Nagarond have broken and have fled. They took a huge amount of damage from our bolt thrower and are now fleeing. However, with the Death Hag, I mean, look at that, Selveth just annihilated her, and yeah, she's not letting her get away. Boop. Down she goes. Face plant directly into the ground. Oh look, the Sorceress is here as well, so we're going to kill her as well. So there we go. The Witch Shells have finished off the Blackguard, and there is a unit of Shades over here, hiding in the forest. We're going to try and focus fire, but being in the forest, it is going to give them some level of protection. But we're going to send the Witch Shells after them as well. But yeah, I think we can safely say that the garrison is pretty much dead. Selveth is currently... I mean, it looks like she's giving the Sorceress a ride, actually, because she's basically pushing her from behind. Are you actually going to try and kill her, or are you just going to keep running at her? That's fine. She'll probably kill her eventually. Selveth has sated her bloodlust for the moment. We're going to get some good amount of slaves from that, and another rank.
Yes.
And of course we are continuing to... Hey, have they got an army? Oh, you little shit. We've got Armour of Darkness. +8 armour, +2 melee defense. Forged from meteoric steel. Meteoric steel, this suit is all but impossible to dent or pierce. Greensteins continuing to throw themselves at the wall and failing. Azriek, Sunless Seas. The suspicious murky mountain-dwelling shade tribe, the Knives of Cain, have approached you, asking for assistance to chart the underworld sea. If they can find better routes across the continent, all Dark Elves will benefit. So we can aid them or decline their assistance. Would increase Azriek's loyalty, but would give him attrition. You know what, we're going to aid them. We're going to aid them. And Selvet is bold, and Azriek has low loyalty, and we've got upgrade 2. Good. I'm going to take some attrition for helping the Shades map the underworld sea. And that should be okay, and I think we can safely auto-resolve this. Can we? Let's just save first. Yep, that's fine. Let's... You know what, let's loot and occupy, because worst case we get a rebellion, and we will swiftly crush that. And we've got the Overhaul amulet as well, and we've got the whole of the Broken Lands under our control, and the Forgebound just have 1 Black Arc and 1 General left to their name. So Selvet has got 2 skill points. So let's go for, I think Foe Seeker is probably going to be a good shout, and then let's get, could get more speed. But let's get Wound Maker, because just up her weapon damage. Make her nice and beefy in combat. And Fetcher, we could get the Cauldron of Blood. Would make it, gives her less abilities in combat, but does make her cause terror, and gives her some other abilities she can use. I'm going to hold off that for the moment. I'm going to give her Foe Seeker, and I'm going to give her Fervor as well. And Elamaya has a skill point, which we're going to pop into evasion. Yes, evasion. Evasion will be fine. So yes, we are going to get a rebellion, but we should be absolutely fine with that. Let's repair all these buildings. What's that? A sorceress abode. Okay. We don't want halls of ravaging though. We can get rid of that. And Harpy Roost. Yeah, let's keep that, and we'll repair that as well. Okay, and then we can build a public order building there. That'll be fine. Does this also have... Hang on, Building Brother. There we go. Caron Cut. Yes, okay, so we've got the slave traders' palaces. That's income from slave pens and slave markets or region in this province. Slave decline rate is -5, and slave public order penalty is -10%. So basically we want to put as many slaves into this place as possible. So this is the Broken Lands. So yes, we want slaves. Receive slaves. Receive 3 times its normal share. Yes, let's do that. And then slavers point. And I think Selvet is probably going to start raiding from here. We're going to hit Troll Fjord. Where did we get a black? We did get a. I did do the right, didn't I? Does it mean? Do we have to recruit Black Ark? Right. Okay, that's what I need to do. Right. Okay, that's fine. It's going to take damage. Well, yeah, this will be fine. Okay, so a Black Ark can build buildings as per usual. Well, I say as per usual. It can build buildings like a city, basically. It gets a smaller amount that it can build, but you can get things like the prison wing. So you get income from post-battle loot plus 60% within sphere casualty, plus 10%, and income from sacking. No prisoners have their own wings, but this isn't for any reasons of comfort. Quite the contrary. Ooh. Sounds awful. And we can, of course, upgrade to allow us to recruit units. So basically, you can use the Black Ark to support your normal armies far from home. So we're going to. I should have recruited up here, shouldn't I? Never mind. We're going to. Well, mind you, it can support. This one can support Morathi, I think. Morathi probably needs the support. Can we just wipe that army out?
We will make
Yes.
them bleed. Dreadlord of the Druki.
You know what? I'm not. We're going to take some attrition next turn. I'll leave that as it is. Azriek has got 2 skill points. What? Okay, you've got some. You've got dark shards. So, do we want to? I quite like Night Lord. Sheaf Master's good though. Let's get Sheaf Master for our. Because dark shards are great, they really are.
Merciless one.
Okay, so I think that the Forgebound, yeah, they have 0 settlements, which means they're not going to be able to do anything.
Dark Lord, you will meet your doom if you do not speak.
Yeah, you don't want a peace treaty because you would never accept one.
Dreadlord.
Mind you, if I wipe that out with the...
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Let's try. I mean, I'm going to get attrition next turn anyway, so... So if I do that, if I kill him...
Acknowledged at last. Tyrant.
Okay, so the Black Arc is still up, and it's not taking attrition, but I don't think it can do anything. So basically, I think the Forgebound are effectively all dead. And Azriek got another skill point, which we're going to put in Sheaf Master. Lovely. Good, so Azriek can head south and support Morathi, and Selveth is going to begin raiding the... Oh, Bretonia have Pack Ice Bay, really? Okay, sure. Sure, and Selveth is going to start raiding and get some nice slaves coming in. Get a nice little slave train coming back from the old world. That'll be good. And Morathi will get some assistance finally. And I think the Hexotl are currently improving. They don't like us very much, but we've given them lots of money, so that's fine. Let's get some. Let's get a Black Arc Corsair just to protect it a little bit, but that'll be all good. Fantastic. There we go. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.